This is one of my traveling vlogs. I like to do these every once in a while. But I hope everybody had a good Father's Day yesterday. I called my dad yesterday and I got scolded. But a lot of it's because me and my dad have a strained relationship. We haven't talked in a while. When my parents divorced, I was 15 years of age. And they should have never got married in the first place. Because if you're into zodiac signs like I am, maybe some of you are out there, you want to find out more about your birth chart and the birth sign and all this other stuff, your zodiac sign, if you're into that kind of stuff, maybe it's cultish or devilish or whatever. But I find it very interesting. But anyway, both of my parents were Scorpios. They were both water signs. And oh my God, it was the worst union they could have ever done. Because my dad was more of the spectrum of, he was silent, but I call deadly attitude. His mood and his temper was very, very bad. But you had to really, really, really provoke him. Now, my mother was the opposite. Because of what was probably in her birth chart, other than Scorpio as her sun sign, she was off the chain. I mean, she would just definitely, she liked to start arguments like some water signs do. And she was just a trip. I mean, she was always angry. And a lot of it was from her upbringing. So, a lot of anger in her household. So, yeah, me and my dad and I we have a weird relationship. I love him dearly, but I called him to find out yesterday. I called him to wish him a happy Father's Day, of course. And then I called to find out if he received my card that I sent like 2 days earlier. He said he received it. Didn't give me a call to let me know he received it first off. So I had to call him and find out if he received it, which was fine. And then I got chastised. I'm a grown-ass woman being chastised by my dad, telling me, because I asked him how my brother was doing, because my brother and I don't have a good relationship either. But that was because I blame my parents, and I know as you get older, you got to stop blaming your parents for everything, because your childhood can really mess you up in your future. It really does. It really can change you and make you into a certain type of adult you don't want to be. Because you have a lot of issues because you weren't taught. And I blame my parents now because they didn't teach me to be assertive. They taught me to be afraid of everything, just about. Afraid of authority figures. Afraid of different things in my life that I've had to face. And it's been very, very, very hard because my mother was so hard on me. She was the disciplinary. My dad stopped disciplining me. He stopped doing any of that when I was like 10 years old. If I can remember, I think it was like 10 years old. He was military, active duty, and a lot of times he went, he was always gone without the family. And sometimes he created things to do just to get away from my mom and us because he was a cheater. So that's the reason why they got divorced. I don't even know why they lasted the 20 years they lasted married. I think they were like together like 23, 24 years or whatever. I don't see how they would stay together because it was just nothing but chaos. I grew up in chaos. And, I'm just getting a little personal with you guys about my life and the reason why I probably am the way I am when I do videos. People probably don't like to listen to me because they feel like it's negative. But, and a lot of times we want to be entertained, especially as Black people, because we've all gone through so many things in our lives, looking at what we've gone through in society and still continue to go through. The unemployment rates are through the roof for Black people. The wealth that we don't have, the fact that we can't, a lot of us can't send our children to college. Even if they, got scholarships, we still wouldn't have the money to give them financially to take care of themselves, put them in an apartment so they don't have to live in a dorm, make sure that they're taken care of all 4 to 8 years that they may go, because we don't have that stuff set aside a lot of times because we don't have the type of jobs or careers. Some of us do, but those Black people, some of them become coons and they forget where they came from, a lot of these celebrities. And that's another thing. Where are the Black activists? Because I don't hear about a lot of Black activists, especially as celebrities. A lot of them are not caring about Black people once they become rich and famous. And even if they didn't come from the ghetto and they came from poverty-stricken households when they were growing up, they don't care anymore. So yeah, I mean, it's a lot of stuff that's tied into this video, but yeah, I got scolded on Father's Day by my dad. You know, because like I said, he wasn't really there for me, just like a lot of other black people I know, their fathers weren't there for them. And it's kind of sad that black fathers have gotten such a bad name because over the years, and then they blame the black women all the time. But it's not all our fault. Not all the time. It's not all our fault for picking the wrong type of man all the time. Sometimes we did know that guy wasn't going to be worth a dot burn, but we still picked him anyway to father our child because we were blinded by this thing we call love. So, yeah. My dad, I mean, as I was growing up and I was participating in certain things in high school, he didn't want to be there for me, you know, and he decided to walk out on our family and go marry someone else and have kids with someone else. He had actually one kid by this other lady that he left my mom for. And that son is grown today that he had by her. And we, you know, we're not close. He's cordial and we're cordial when we see each other, but we're not close. And then my older brother, he doesn't want to have anything to do with my dad at all. I'm the only one that really has anything to do with my dad. But the conversation between me and my dad yesterday was that he told me that I was too nice and I let people walk all over me. And it's true, I do. I have done this in the past in relationships and also in friendships and even in working with different people. I mean, I don't like authority figures. I really don't. And it seems like those are the things that I get targeted about those things. It's like, I don't know if it's God that's doing this to make me a stronger person, but every time I've worked at a place, I've had issues with my boss. And it's not because I wasn't a nice person and I wasn't doing my work. It's because they just wanted to pick me out. They wanted to pick on me for some reason. And I blame that not being assertive enough and not being taught that in my household. I really do. But, you know, I'm an adult, so I should be able to get over it, right? But anyway, I hope all of you guys had a good Father's Day yesterday. I mean, Father's Day was great for me. It was great for my husband. You know, I cooked him some crab legs. We like seafood, even though we're not supposed to be eating those crustaceans. But we like seafood, and we chowed down on that yesterday and had some good food, you know. So I cooked him something that he liked. And I did all the housework and everything. I made breakfast and everything in the morning, and then the evening time I said the crab legs, and I made some some beef stew tips and stuff like that, so you can take those to work, because we didn't have enough crab legs. After me, my husband, and my daughter ate, it wasn't much left. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this short. I hope y'all enjoying the scenery of me driving. It's about to start raining here because it rains every day. We're in Florida, so yeah. And I'm getting ready to take my ass to Walmart so I can get some stuff, because I'm always going to the store. So, and that's a blessing. I'm glad that I'm able to go to the store and buy some things. But yeah, I need to stop giving these white people my money. But anyway, I'm done. I hope like, comment, and subscribe.